Last time I had financial freedom was probably 2014 when I moved out here. That was the end of it. Seriously, like 2014. All right, good morning, everyone. What is up? Hello. Everyone who is here already. Personally, I would like to start the podcast early, but this is a big one. This podcast may be one of my most watched in history overall. I don't think it's going to be like the most watched live. With the topics that I actually have to talk about today, kind of out of nowhere, I get the feeling people will be talking about this show quite a bit over the course of today and tomorrow. Can't believe Phil's still talking about views. Views. Yeah, views. On the Keno Casino guys, have they turned on me? Because they put up a video that's negative about me the other day. If you can believe it. Right? So have they turned on DSP? Also, we're going to talk about Mudahar and what happened earlier this week. And then all of a sudden, after he cancels on our collaboration, he deletes his Twitter account. And everyone's freaking out across the internet about it. So we'll talk about that. Also, you want to talk about big news. Are you ready for this? Keemstar, of all people, Daniel Keem, has apologized to me publicly. What happens yesterday? I never expected. I know it's unprecedented, unbelievable, right? Like, holy crap. Who would have thunk that what happened yesterday would have possibly happened? All right. So I get wind of this, actually, from my moderators of all people, because I was actually just kind of casually out of my phone. My moderators are kind of freaking out. They're like, are you aware that Keemstar just made a video about you apologizing publicly for his behavior? And I was like, no, and that seems kind of unlikely or weird. And I'm like, well, I'm going to check it out for myself. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, before I even make a single comment about it, I think that we should watch it together live, shouldn't we? Shouldn't we just give it a clean watch? So here it is. First of all, we'll watch this, and then I'm going to tell you, how I reacted to it here. All right? So, ladies and gentlemen, unedited, pure, unscripted. He's blocked, by the way. He's blocked on Twitter. Let's see what Keem has to say about me. Are you ready? All right, here we go.
Dear Dark Side Phil, DSP, I owe you an apology. I do. Last night, I was just being a hater, and worse than that, I was being hypocritical. For those of you that don't know the context, we were watching a Review Tech USA exposed documentary last night. There was a section that came up between DSP and Review Tech USA, and my chat was...
For the record, I don't know what documentary he's talking about. I don't think this is the June the King one, because I don't think there is a section in the June the King one that's me versus Rich. So he must have been watching a different documentary. I don't even know which one.
Spamming DSP is king because he's having a redemption arc right now because of the casino. And I basically said something along the lines of, you guys can all have this little troll that he's king, but that guy's still a loser and he's going to remain a loser. He's always going to be on level 1, And this morning I woke up thinking about that and I'm like, I am just being a fucking hater. But more than that, I'm being hypocritical. What is Lolcow Live, right? Part of it is redemption arc for Wings and Bookie. You know what I mean? So why am I hating on someone else having a redemption arc moment? Like, that didn't sit right with me. So I owe you an apology, Dark Side Phil. I may think in my head that you're not going to take advantage of this opportunity. You're going to end up right where you are. But I shouldn't hope that. I shouldn't put that energy out there, right? So yeah, I know we have our differences and whatnot, but I was wrong to shit on you last night and shit on the moment that you're having. And I apologize.
So that's it in its entirety. Unedited, no commentary from me on it whatsoever. I felt like the best way to approach it would be to do an honest playing of what it is. So you guys now have heard what he had to say. What I posted yesterday, because I basically quote tweeted it, right? And I said, should I respond to this? And by the way, this is all I said about it all day. Should I respond to this? And what I'd like to do is just go through and actually try to get some public opinion on if you guys think that I should actually respond to Keemstar or not. So we'll just scroll all the way to the bottom here. Rubbing their hands together. Yeah, getting that vibe back, baby. Yeah, I'm getting the groove. And we'll read. We're probably not going to read all of them, but we'll try to get through them here. You should glaze him like you did on side scrollers. You're a grown man, figure it out. How do you not realize after all these years you're being trolled by Keno and all of this is just an entire saga? You're still a level 1 beggar. I don't think you even have a 1-up on Rich. Well, there you go. But that being said, we're 5 likes away from 250, and it would be great if we could get some tips on the strish. Why bother asking? You've never taken anyone's advice. You always do everything correct. I mean, that is true. I did nothing wrong. I do everything correct. That is absolutely true. That's why I don't need a redemption arc, by the way. I did nothing correct. I did everything wrong. No, go complain for donos on your stream. All right, I will. Guys, thank you so much because we have hit 250 likes on this stream. I really appreciate that. We can get some more. I mean, we have over 600 viewers, and I'm sure that at least half of you are not pocket watching hater losers. You know, really detractive, waste of life shitbags. So if you could like the stream, if you're not like that and you're a good person, that would be great because that would help a lot. And of course, as I've already stated, thank you for the support I'm getting here. It'd be great if we get some more tips because I'm trying to hit that tier 2 tips goal by the end of this podcast. Okay, here's a good one. DSP right now. Oh, why not? Someone posting up my most embarrassing moment from 2016. Like I haven't seen this about 70, 80,000 times. I gotta say something at least, right? I mean, it's pretty unprecedented that this guy would ever publicly apologize. So I will say something on it, all right? First of all, I'm not gonna go crazy here into detail, all right? But basically, here's what I see, right? He says in this apology, I'm sorry for being a hater because I was crapping on you last night, but I noticed in the chat as I was crapping on you that everyone was in my chat saying Phil is king, Phil is king. Everyone was being positive towards you. And I recognized that. And it took me time to think about it, but now I've kind of admit I'm being hypocritical and a hater because I myself make content that's supposed to be redemption arc content for Boogie and Wings. And for me to then say that it's happening to you is bullshit and you're still going to be a loser and on level 1 is very hypocritical because it's going against what I'm doing, right? So for that, he apologized, right? It is still an apology, though. And that's something different. That's something big, no? To actually get an apology out of Keemstar. I mean, how many people have actually gotten an apology like that out of Keemstar? Probably not many. Probably he has over the years, I'm sure. But a guy like him, so egotistical and everything, to actually, like, apologize like that, right, is something different. You know, it's kind of weird. It's weird to hear that, for me to even be talking about that, you know, this morning, okay? And by the way, we should say this too. The one reason why he's apologizing is because of the chat. You understand that? Like, he was streaming this documentary about Rich that was very, you know, anti-Rich. He was slamming Rich and everything. And the segment came up about me, and he says, oh, he's a loser, whatever. And the chat's like, no, he's king. Don't you understand? People like him now. We're watching his content. All that stuff is bullshit. We don't care about it. We like Phil now. And it's not right that you're slandering him like this on your stream. It's just old, tired shit. Cut it out. Phil's king. And then when he saw that, he realized, oh, so I guess the shtick won't work anymore, right? Like the shtick literally will not work. I can't just sit here and crap on Phil anymore because public opinion has changed. What I'd like to do is I would like to say, I would make an offer that I will appear on his Lolcow podcast. Like, whoa. For a very small contribution to the King's coffers of $50,000. If you would like to pay me $50,000 to appear on his show for a 2-hour segment, I will appear on his show for 2 hours for $50,000. Oh yes, money. Very nice, money. And no, this is not a joke. 50 grand, and I will appear on his show. Now I'm actually making a real public offer that's actually, you know, not bullshit, all right? 50 grand, and I will come on your show for 2 hours, and we will talk about whatever. I mean, don't expect me to be doing any kind of crazy shit, but since you're so desperate to have the king on your show, I mean, literally, you've talked about me like every fucking show, pretty much. I mean, you had entire episodes dedicated to me. It only seems fair that the king should be collecting his tithes and taxes, right? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, 50 grand, and I'll go on the Lolcow show for 2 hours, one live show, and we'll do whatever. Fair enough? Or I'll make a counter offer for you, because I'll be honest. I've seen the show recently. It's not very good. It's pretty bad. All right, the show is pretty much on its last legs at this point, even though you do have a large group of really mentally stunted people who watch it and think that it's like quality content. It's really bad, and you can tell that this show is definitely not going to exist forever. This is his latest venture of crap that's not going to work, just like his Happy Punch bullshit, where it was supposed to be a big thing that him and Boogie and Wings were going to keep boxing other people, and never happened. It fell apart. It's junk. No one likes it. And his show right now is falling apart. Oh, I have a host. Oh, the host is off the show. They're on the show. I'm paying the host. Now I'm not paying the host. Now I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Oh, we got no content. Oh, shit. Let's make Boogie pick up trash and drink piss. And it can only last so far. So I'm going to make a counter offer because I'll be honest, I don't think Keemstar can afford $50,000 for me to be on his show. I don't think that would happen. I think actually, and by the way, I'll say this too, no counter offers. It's either you accept the offers or nothing. There's no counter offer. We're not going to negotiate. This is, now you're in the king's court. You understand? I hold the cards now. I control the situation, not you. I have all the power here, not you. So it's either 50 grand or nothing. 50 grand or I'm not going to be on your show. But I do have another offer for you. You appear here on my Level 1 podcast. You don't have to pay to be on my show. You can be a guest on my show. Now, here's the thing. In order to actually have that happen, Keemstar would actually have to find a way to lower himself to my level on Level 1. Because usually what he does is he'll go on his Twitter and he'll scream and be like, blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to be following you on Twitter. Wait, you right about this? I'm not going to, if you actually literally go on Twitter right now and say, I accept, I don't give a fuck. You actually have to contact me like a man, like a business transaction, which is what this should be. Not you screaming like a child on Twitter and acting like an immature child. I want you to actually like contact me via a method that makes sense. It exists. I have email, Twitter. I do have a Twitter account. You're blocked on there. All right. So what I will do now, just to show good faith, the wrong mouse, to show good faith, I'll go and I'll unblock Keemstar on Twitter. So if he actually wants to send me a DM about appearing on this show, all right, we can talk about it. You want me on your show, you got to pay the king's taxes. It's just that simple. All right. So 50 grand and I'll be on your show for 2 hours, or we can talk about you appearing on my show. You're going to have to lower yourself down to Level 1 if you actually want to have a real conversation with me. Don't post on Twitter about this. I don't care. If you do, I'm going to ignore you. Don't make any counter offers. I'm going to ignore them. It's my way or the highway, bro. So let's hear what you have to say about it.